Have you ever noticed that the more you crave happiness, the more suffering seems to follow? It's a paradox that touches every corner of our lives. We yearn for perfect love, abundant wealth, a flawless existence. Yet, strangely, the very act of wanting becomes the root of our unhappiness. The things we chase, love, money, success, promise fulfillment, but often deliver anxiety and disappointment instead. Why is it that our deepest desires are so intimately tied to our greatest pains? This age-old question is at the heart of Buddhist wisdom. The Buddha called this endless thirst tanha, a craving that never ceases. It is the eternal hunger that stirs within us, the itch that can never be scratched. You have one, and you want two. You have two, and you want more. The cycle never stops. There is always another goal, another possession, another experience just out of reach. And with every achievement, the longing grows. Like a fire fed by dry wood, desire blazes ever higher, never satisfied, never still. What happens when you want happiness? Your mind clings, holding tight to fleeting moments, fearing their loss. The more you grasp, the more anxious you become. You worry about keeping what you have, about losing what you love. The fear multiplies, shadowing every joy with the possibility of sorrow. And when you desperately want to escape suffering, you unwittingly make it worse. The struggle against pain becomes another source of pain. The effort to resist, to deny, to fight only doubles the anguish. This is the paradox. Happiness disappears when it is tied to wanting. The pursuit itself becomes the obstacle. When joy is tethered to desire, it slips away the moment you reach for it. You chase, you hope, you dream, and all the while happiness remains just beyond your grasp. Like water cupped in your hands, the tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips through your fingers. Let's look at how this plays out in everyday life. Imagine you fall in love. The rush of affection is intoxicating. But soon, fear creeps in. You worry about losing that person, about what the future holds. The joy of love is shadowed by anxiety. You try to hold on tighter, to control, to secure what you have. And in doing so, you often drive the very happiness you crave further away. Or consider money. You work hard, you save, you finally reach a place of comfort. Yet rather than feeling safe, you start to worry about losing what you've gained. The more you have, the more you fear its loss. The joy of abundance is swallowed by the dread of scarcity. You become a prisoner of your own success, trapped by the very things meant to free you. Status and reputation are no different. You climb the ladder, earn respect, build a name. But every step up is accompanied by the fear of falling down. You guard your position jealously, anxious that someone will surpass you, that you'll be forgotten. The pride of achievement is poisoned by insecurity. The higher you rise, the more fragile your happiness becomes. This endless loop is the cycle of craving, attachment, aversion, ignorance. You want more, you fear loss, you misunderstand the nature of joy. Desire breeds suffering. Suffering breeds more desire. Round and round you go, never finding peace, always seeking, always wanting. The Buddha's teaching offers a radical alternative. True happiness, he says, does not come from getting more, but from letting go. Real peace is found in the present moment, not in the endless chase for something else. It is not about adding to your life, but about subtracting the need to have, to hold, to control. Happiness is the freedom from craving, the calm that comes when you stop reaching and start resting in what is. Imagine this. You hold a handful of sand. The tighter you squeeze, the more sand slips through your fingers. Try as you might, you cannot keep it all. The harder you grasp, the faster it vanishes. Happiness is the same. The more you try to possess it, the more elusive it becomes. Only when you relax your grip, open your hand, does the sand settle peacefully. In letting go, you find what you were searching for all along. This lesson is profound, but not always easy to accept. Our culture teaches us to strive, to achieve, to accumulate. We are told that happiness is something to be found, won, earned. But what if the secret is to stop searching? What if happiness is not out there but right here, in this breath, in this moment? When you let go of wanting, you open yourself to a deeper kind of joy. It is the happiness of being, not having. The quiet contentment that arises when you are present, without expectation, without demand. In this space, peace blossoms naturally. You no longer fear loss because you are not attached. You no longer chase after more because you have enough. You see the beauty in what is, rather than longing for what could be. This doesn't mean you should never have desires, never pursue goals. It means that your happiness is not dependent on their fulfillment. You act, you work, you love, but you do not cling. You enjoy what comes and accept what goes. You participate fully in life while remaining free from the chains of craving. Let's return to the image of the sand. When you open your palm, you allow the grains to rest naturally. You do not force, you do not grasp. You simply receive. In doing so, you experience the fullness of the moment. The sand is not yours to keep, but it is yours to enjoy, here and now. Happiness, like the sand, is fleeting, but it is real, and it is enough. The practice of letting go is not a single act, but a lifelong journey. It requires mindfulness, courage, and compassion. You learn to observe your desires without being ruled by them. You notice the urge to grasp and gently release it. You become aware of your fears and meet them with understanding. You cultivate presence so that each moment is lived fully, without regret, without anticipation. This is the art of living with an open hand. You give your best, you receive what comes, and you let go of the need to control. In doing so, you discover a happiness that cannot be taken away, because it does not depend on circumstances, possessions, or achievements. It is a happiness rooted in awareness, in acceptance, in peace. So what does this mean for your daily life? It means you can find joy in simple things. A cup of tea, a gentle breeze, a smile from a stranger. You do not need to chase after extraordinary experiences because the ordinary is enough. You can love without fear, work without anxiety, live without regret. Each breath becomes a chance to begin again, to open your heart, to rest in the present. Happiness, then, is not something you seek, but something you recognize. It is always here, waiting for you to notice. It is in the laughter of a child, the warmth of the sun, the quiet of the night. It is in the acceptance of what is, the release of what was, the openness to what might be. You do not need to fight for happiness. You need only to allow it. When you let go of craving, you make space for peace. When you stop grasping, you find freedom. When you rest in the present, you touch the heart of joy. This teaching is both simple and profound. It asks you to trust, to surrender, to believe that happiness does not require more, but less. Less wanting, less needing, less grasping, more being, more noticing, more appreciating. It is a path of wisdom, a journey of awakening. You do not travel anywhere. You simply arrive, here and now. In this moment, happiness is possible. In this breath, peace is available. In this life, joy is waiting. Thank you for joining in this exploration of spiritual wisdom. If these insights resonate with you, please share them with others. Plant seeds of mindfulness, kindness, and awakening wherever you go. Help those around you discover the freedom that comes from letting go. And if you wish to continue this journey, stay connected for our next discussion. Suffering does not come from others, but from your own mind. Together, we can learn to transform pain into understanding, craving into peace, and longing into love. True happiness sometimes appears only when you finally know how to let go. The search ends, and the living begins. In letting go, you become whole. In surrendering, you find peace. And in the quiet of the present, you awaken to the joy that was always yours.